Nnamdi Kanu's dismissed case, UK accused as they speak of dismissing Kanu's judgment any moment from now. All right. The UK has been accused of enabling Nigerian persecution of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. In fact, you will be surprised that this very action is being taken up. I'm telling you, even me myself, I'm so shocked and so surprised about that. Everything being equal, I would say that the IPOP leader is still full of confidence against tomorrow. Yes, he is full of confidence against tomorrow, not minding what the court is going to give as judgment. So let's talk about this very situation that is coming up tomorrow. Yes. Now, the federal government is still pushing based on Terrorism Prevention Act of 2011 and 2013, but that law does not exist again. The repair was actually on Monday 2022, which they say that the May 2022 uh, law was signed by Buhari himself. Now asking how will the federal government be working with such an old law to prosecute the IPOP leader Mazi Nnamdi Kanu? But it doesn't make sense. Now they have accused, you know, they have accused the UK of silent approval of the prosecution. My people, this matter is not no longer a childish one. In fact, it's a technical error. No person shall be convicted, you know, for an offense that is not defined in a written law in force the time, um, at the time, meaning that the law has long dead. The federal government went on to dig out an abandoned law, a law that is not existent, and because they have seen that that is the only way out to save themselves from, the disaster that is about to befall them, they went to dig it out, unknown to them that Nnamdi Kanu will know about it. And the very painful part of it again that is that the lawyers to Mazi Nnamdi Kanu who have been standing in defense of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu knows about this. That is why I'm angry with these lawyers. Oh. They know that the law which Nigerian government are making use of is an old law, but they refuse to talk to protect their profession, which is crazy. You are protecting your profession, your profession at the expense of Nnamdi Kanu's life. What if Nnamdi Kanu did not dismiss them and take up his case? He wouldn't have been able to detect that very law. It was when Nnamdi Kanu was going through his file, he discovered that the law these people were using against him is even an abandoned law, a law that does not exist anymore. My people, tomorrow no go be small. I don't know the decision Omoto Show has put down to give out tomorrow. But I want to say this by sending it as a note of warning to Justice Omotosho that he must not give a crazy law, a crazy judgment, because the people that are already in Nigeria against tomorrow are not children. The war will begin inside that very court. I'm telling you. So, my people, against tomorrow, I want to get you prepared. I don't want you to be disconnected in any way. If you have not attached yourself with a blogging channel, please do. Try to remain with us because we will be giving you up to date hearing from tomorrow as it is hot. I beg my people. Right? Because now, as it is now, the Britain is turning back on their own. The federal government has maintained the detention of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. So, as it is, everybody is now, coming out with what they know that they can do to help the situation. You know, they have finally agreed on a legal foundation of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu's case to collapse this Nnamdi Kanu's case. But that is the UK. But the federal government are still standing on it because they know that if they do dismiss it, uh, it will now be a big shame and disgrace to them. Okay, we shall see what happens tomorrow then. Tomorrow will tell its own story. But then I want to encourage every Nigerians to be prayerful. They say now from clap it from enter dance. The 1963 to 1967 war, nobody predicted it. Nobody knows about it, though they said men of God were prophesying about it, but nobody paid attention. Not until it happened. I'm telling you, nobody knows that it's going to happen. My grandfather was busy eating when he heard the a gunshot coming from Lagos. That was where he knew that the war has broken out. He died during the war. So we just have to be very, very wise. He died, but he saved his family. That's just it. So let us be prayerful. Let us be prayerful. Tomorrow is that day. Thank you.